Hello, hello. Welcome. It is time for another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. We are live. I am Cindy Fisher. I'm here in our headquarters in Selma.
I'm Todd Prater, staff writer at home in Selma, actually in Valley Grande.
All right. See, I have my shirt on. You have your shirt on.
Yeah,
Yay.
and I
I
almost
haven't
wore my
worn
white
this
one
yet.
today. I should have called you to find out for sure.
All right. Yeah, we tried to match.
Yeah,
All right. I always like to start out by saying that all of our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. If you want to learn more about what we're talking about, you can go see the stories there. You can also subscribe to our print paper, the Selma Sun. And we do still have a weekly newspaper, as you can see, the sign behind me, and that covers Dallas County. And as we're live, we take comments. So if you make comments while we're going, we can answer your questions or just say hi. I love it when you guys do that too. Send your news to news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We can't be everywhere. We try. So send us your news. And also, you can sign up for our daily newsletter. It comes out at 3 o'clock every day. Soon, you will be just getting one email at 3 and not one from Selma and one from Black Belt News. We are merging our sites. It's going to go live on August 11th. Finally, it's only taken me 7 or 8 months to do this website and merge these. It's a long story. But Black Belt News Network is going to be our Big Daddy site, and selmasun.com will redirect to the Dallas County page of Black Belt News Network. Currently, it's the same content anyway. So now it's just going to make things a lot easier for you to see, and you'll just get one newsletter at 3 o'clock every day with all the top headlines from the Black Belt, which includes a lot from Dallas County, which is our Queen City, Selma. And also, we do take donations. We are a part nonprofit. So you can donate at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. In the top right-hand corner, it has a red button that says Donate Now. It's a good way to help us keep our content free. We do not charge for that newsletter. We don't charge a paywall. Only thing we charge is a subscription so that we can print and mail that paper to you every week.
yes.
All right. This week we have quite a bit going on, but it's still kind of a quiet summer. Next week starts school, so we know that a lot will be happening, especially with football games starting up. If you want to help us cover your favorite team, let me know at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I'm usually the only one traveling to get to all the games, and it's hard to be on the sidelines everywhere and get good pictures. You guys are probably there already. So let me know if you want to help us out and cover your favorite team. All right. We're going to get started with a Selma story about historic homes being demolished. The Morgan House. Tell us about that, Todd.
It's the original John T. Morgan home in Selma. It's a 175-year-old home that was originally built at Old Cahaba. And moved to Selma. And it's the only building in the city of Selma with actual documentation that proves it was actually moved from Cahaba. Unfortunately, and Danielle Wooten at the city is confused as to why this house was demolished as quickly as it was. There was supposed to be a hold on it so that some folks might be able to make an offer and maybe move it back to Old Cahaba. Although I did talk to the director of Old Cahaba, and he said the house was pretty far gone. But the concern has been raised by some folks on the SRA that maybe some of these historic homes are being knocked down a little too quickly and not enough research. But we are working on this story. I'm waiting for callback from Danielle Wooten and some other folks to find out exactly more details on what's going on because, Selma is a very historic town, and if there's a beautiful historic home that can be saved, we need to do so. But we also need to find out exactly what's going on. So that's an upcoming story in an upcoming edition of the Selma Sun and the Black Belt News Network.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. I know we have a lot of history here. And John T. Morgan is Morgan Academy.
Right, exactly.
So it's got a lot of history here.
Right.
All right. I got to have a really great meeting with the Black Belt Community Foundation leaders. Felicia Lucky will be handing over, and we've reported this already, her baton to Christopher Spencer. And it's really neat to talk to them about what their future plans are. You know, she's moving on to Heron Foundation, which she's hoping she can introduce them to the idea of giving. And see, there's Felicia there in the middle. And
Yeah.
so the idea that there's needs here in the South, and maybe this funding can be. So this is the 20th anniversary that I covered and got some video from. And so we have a story that's on the front page of the Black Belt or the Selma Sun, and will be online soon about the future plans and really looking at the highlights of Black Belt Community Foundation that's 21 years old. And Felicia was one of the founders and was one of the start of that in 21 years ago. She talks about a lot of the major milestones during that time that she was, getting it started. She was a one-woman shop at first, and now they have 70 employees.
Wow.
They've really been a strong organization, giving out, I think it was $100 million in the last 20 years to different organizations here in the Black Belt. They saved the Head Start program. It was going to stop, and so they decided they'd take it on. And they've also helped during COVID. She talks a lot about getting through the Great Recession and COVID, which, it was challenging for a lot of us. And then I like to talk to Christopher Spencer. He's from Sumter County originally, and has been a community associate. And we have been added as a community associate as of last week, talking to them, which is a group of about 150 nonprofit leaders and local residents that help them make decisions. And I kind of love the idea of when they have funds, like the small grant funds they do every year, they ask the community associates, what do you want to see? And who should get what types of activities should get the funding. I think that's pretty awesome that they have such a good tie into their 12 counties. And we talked a lot about partnerships we can do. The Black Belt News Network, Selma Sun, and Black Belt Community Foundation, now that we are a fiscally sponsored nonprofit on our way to becoming a full nonprofit. And so it was a really great meeting. And it is really interesting to see how they have grown for 21 years and what plans they have for the future.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really neat appointment to an interview that we had. Let's move over to Demopolis.
Yeah.
There are some residents with concerns about a sewer plan. Tell me about this.
Yeah, there's some sewer problems in the neighborhood that includes South Walnut Avenue, Marion Ridge Drive, and South Mont Drive. Also South Cedar Avenue, that's over right behind the former F&F Drugs, and up there, not too far from right next to the nursing home. That ditch right there is part of the problem. It is back in this day, some 20, 30 years ago, it was 6 feet deep and 30 feet wide, according to neighborhoods residents who've been there that long. They used to ride their dune buggies in it. Unfortunately, it's not that deep, and now some of these homes are flooding when it rains. That creates a problem where water is getting into the sewer, and that drain water getting into the sewer creates problems at the treatment plant. The city said what they're going to do is to install grinder pump, which is a pump that'll grind up solid material. A meeting the other night about this. Citizens not real happy about it because first of all, they allege that they weren't made aware soon enough. Secondly, they are a little upset at the fact that after the 5-year warranty on these pumps, any problems, they have to assume the expense. If the pump has to be replaced, it's $2,000 to $3,000, and it would be them that has to replace it. And they're not real happy about that. So, and this is the situation where the city said, and the water board was also represented. They said that they are looking at different other options, but at this point, that's the best option is to install these pumps. It'll be about 80 to 100 homes or somewhere in that neighborhood. And the city will assume the initial cost. But then, of course, the citizens have to pick it up later. The electricity expense is another concern. But the city is looking at some alternative plans. Part of the other problem is the infrastructure there was put in 1960. It's old. It goes under Highway 80. It may be too cost prohibitive to repair it, according to the city. However, the citizens say they would rather see that than have something where they have to assume all of the expense. So this is a fluid situation. No pun intended. Actually, yeah, pun intended. But this is an ongoing situation, and, and I couldn't help it. And we're going to keep following it to see how that affects Demopolis. And one of the things they were saying too is that why is it that they are the only ones that have to support? Because when other things happen in the water system and sewer system around the city, everybody assumes a bit of the cost. Why is it that just this neighborhood has to assume all the costs? Well, there's a lot of questions.
Yeah, those are good questions.
Yeah, we're going to keep following it and see how it all turns out in the long run. Just keeping our eyes on our buddies in Demopolis.
All right. Yes, we do cover you guys, Marengo County.
Yeah,
We're here. We're helping. All right. University of West Alabama. I went on Monday to an unveiling of the signage for a trail system that they've had there. And I believe it's 3 miles of trails that goes around the campus. And this signage was part of the Alabama Trails Foundation. They did a partnership so that they could put up more signs throughout their trails on campus. And it's part of the Year of Alabama Trails.
Oh, yeah.
Which is an initiative that was created by the Alabama Tourism Department and the Alabama Trails Foundation. So they helped with the funding for it and designing it so that you can know where you're going. Now, I'm looking forward to doing this. Is in Livingston, of course, but yeah, I'm in Demopolis, only 30 minutes away, and it's here in the Black Belt, and it's a great nature trail. A covered bridge in there too, which is really great. So I'm looking forward to taking my dog. The problem is it's too hot right now. Monday was really hot. So I was like, me and Toby will have to come on a day when it gets a little cooler. But I did get a tour. It includes also a prairie. There's the covered bridge. It also includes some prairie land that they have been conserving that has an orchard that is pretty neat. And so I thought it was really cool that when you're going on this trail, you can get to see all these different things. And they have lakes as well where you can see there's the community orchard. And there were actually people there, hot or not hot, checking on it. And you can also fish in the lake. So I thought that was really great for this West Alabama. That's one of the trailheads that you can start at. And so they are doing a lot of, this sign will be replacing this one over here. They'll have a new sign over there. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to go back and get another chance to walk that when it's not like.
I want to do that too. Yeah, that looks like it would be really cool, really nice too. I want to go check that one out. I mean, yeah, that would be a good exercise.
It is a great exercise on a fall day, a crisp fall day.
Yeah, right.
Okay, tell me about the Marion water.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about a little about it last week.
Yeah, we did talk about some of the improvements that Marion is making in their water system, including that tower right there and the other 3 towers that they're rehabilitating and cleaning up. But they've also, in order to help ensure that there are plenty of people to work the water system, they are training water workers, water plant workers, and they are at an active training situation where they're working with the little town in Georgia that, and they're training workers for both towns. One of the things that Mayor Hinton had said to me when we talked about it is that there is a severe lack of water plant workers across the country, and little small towns like Marion and even Selma and whatnot can have these problems. So they're trying to ensure that there's plenty of people for the future. They've got one new hire already, and they've got 3 that are being trained, and that is to help ensure that the water system continues to flow smoothly.
That's right. Yeah, we talked last week about them improving you could see the water tower and getting grant funds they've struggled to get for years. They finally got.
Yeah.
So we have that print story, and it's in the Selma Sun. The Selma Sun print edition has a black belt page on it. We have such robust coverage now of the black belt. We have a whole page dedicated to the coverage we've been doing throughout the week. And this is a pretty in-depth look at the water needs, reason why your water is brown in Marion.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Todd? There is a reason.
It's a reason, and it's not even unhealthy, but it's unattractive. And that's explained in the story.
Yes, they talk about how it doesn't have bacteria in it, but most people want to drink clear water. I don't blame them.
Yeah, me too. And, one of the cool things about both Demopolis and Marion and a lot of the small towns, they get their water from an aquifer, different aquifers, but from an aquifer out of the ground, not out of a river. And the water is already so clean when it comes out that it takes a minimum of to go by federal guidelines to make it drinkable. So that's a great thing to know.
That's great to know.
Yeah.
So don't worry about the brown water as much, but they are working on improvements that it won't be brown anymore.
Exactly.
In Marion, just to be specific. All right. Election 2025 update. We have a lot going on as we close in on August 26th, which is the election day for municipal elections. Most of our cities have some opposition. Some don't have a whole lot of opposition, but you're going to see, Uniontown has a lot of opposition. Selma has a ton, like there's 40 running.
Yeah.
Check out our election hub page on the homepage. We have an election hub, and you can see all the latest stories of who's running, or even for the forums that are coming up. There is a forum let me take this off here. There's a town hall meeting on August 7th and August 14th. For the mayoral candidates, and then for the city council candidates. And this is held by the League of Women Voters, and it will be at Tabernacle Baptist on Broad Street, which I know they've got a lot of renovations going on. So glad to hear they're still open and letting people in. All right. Black Belt Roundup.
We gotta get a Roundup song.
I know we should. I could hit a button and it would be fun. So as I mentioned, that forum is coming up. I do like to show as well. Each week, every other week, we have recipes that we share from UAB's Live Health Smart Alabama. This one is, I can't read it. It's black bean and chicken fajitas.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Looks delicious. I actually want to make this badly. That might be on my next week. It's on my meal plan.
You don't want to make it badly. You want to make it goodly.
I want to make it goodly and yummily. Yummily.
I greatly want to make it goodly.
What's great about this too is it also comes with a fact sheet on something like hydration, importance of hydration. I hate to say it, I have to get my glasses to remind myself. This is about meal planning, which I just said meal planning because I like to meal plan too because I have a hard time deciding what to make each night. And so this is in the print edition. I actually have not hit publish yet for it to go online, but I will this afternoon. And so that one is every other week. And they also have wellness events. I just entered into our online calendar. I don't know if I have that one up yet. Let me find it. So they have one on August 12th or 14th. Make me remember. It might be the 14th. Yeah, Selma Pop-Up Wellness. Let me pull up this page for you guys. Nope. There it is. So this is our new calendar. I'm so excited about the new calendar because if you go to lifestyle and click on calendar, it's there. It's also on the right hand if you're on a desktop. But when you scroll on your phone, you will see our local events. You click on that. You can add your own event too. See that bright green button? It's so easy. So Live Health Smart also does Selma pop-up wellness events. There's one the 14th. The next one is the 27th. They do those at different churches. They have these really great partnerships with area churches. And I can't read that one either. Let's see. It's New Hope Apostolic Church. See, y'all, I'm too vain to wear my glasses while I'm doing the newscast. So y'all just have to bear with me and my vanity. Okay, that's my part of the Black Belt Roundup. What have you got, Todd?
Just a couple of quick things. First of all, tomorrow down at Old Cahaba Archaeological Park is the Birding Festival. That starts tomorrow morning, and they will go to other places in the Black Belt during the day. So that starts at Old Cahaba tomorrow morning. Coming up Sunday, August 3rd, that's this Sunday, the Voting Rights Act 60th Anniversary Commemoration Service, 11 a.m. at First Baptist Church in Selma on Martin Luther King Street. Robert Stewart, our senator, is going to be there, and Congresswoman Terry Sewell is slated to be there also. But I got an interesting thing, and I love boats. We both love boats and water.
I do.
And there's a 71-year-old man, Ewens, who has broken the speed record for the Great Loop in a 16-foot all-well John boat with a 60 horsepower Tohatsu engine. The Great Loop, he actually it's a loop of waterway that he started in Pensacola, went around Florida, all the way up the east coast in the Atlantic Ocean, came back into the Great Lake, when it was that the Hudson Bay, the Great Lakes, went down through the Great Lakes, came down through the center of the country, through the Tom Bigby Waterway, and this video is yesterday afternoon. He passed through Demopolis on his way back to Pensacola. And what's really cool is the original record, now get this, he's 71 years old. The original record was 19 days, 19 hours, and 50 minutes in a little John boat with a single engine. Yesterday, he broke the record by making it in 19 days, 13 hours, and 1 minute, which is, he was flying on the water. Look at him going by there in that little bitty old John boat. But along the way, he gained a bunch of support, so much so that the Garwin tracker yesterday crashed when he was approaching Pensacola because so many people were trying to see him finish. But I thought that was kind of interesting. When I'm 60 years old and I'm thinking, man, I'm getting too old to do anything, and then a 71-year-old blasts through Demopolis on the 10-time waterway, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I need to rethink my attitude.
That's
but congratulations
right.
to Robert Ewens. I'm sorry?
Look at him go.
Yeah, I know. He's flying. And my buddy J.B. Warren.
In order to do it in 19 days, you have to do that.
Yeah. My friend J.B. Warren took that video. He told me not to say J.B. Warren on the newscast. So I'm not going to say J.B. Warren, okay?
Okay. On your third time.
Yeah.
I forgot to show something under elections. I'm going to return to the election update.
Okay. Election return.
Yes, election return. I got a couple of things. One is Valencia, one of our awesome partners and community correspondents, had sent us video from the Elwood Forum that was last week. This is Janie Thomas. She's running for Ward 7 Selma. This is all the council running, and I believe the president. Yes, we council president position as well. And we have a very extensive story because Brad Fisher also watched the live video, and then Valencia was there. So we actually had double coverage.
Wow, how cool.
That happens sometimes. So that they both kind of boiled down what everyone talked about. So you can see that story in the print edition, and I think it's online now.
Cool.
And then I also have, she sent me this, Valencia also attended this meeting for absentee ballots.
Super bad.
And this is, speaking of Robert Stewart, this is Senator Robert Stewart. He's giving advice on absentee ballots, what you can and can't do. Like you can help gather up absentee ballots, but you can't pay people for it. It was very good description. I need to put this video online so that you can go listen to the rules, because this was a meeting that was held I think Foot Soldiers Park put this on so that, anybody that's wants to go help with those that need an absentee ballot. So that's somebody that might be ill, that needs to do it from home, that can't get out on election day. And so he had really great suggestions, and I will put that up later today so that you can listen to it. I was thinking about letting us listen to the whole thing, but I'll put it on YouTube and link to it so that you can watch it later.
That's good. Then you can go back and listen to it again to make sure you understand.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing. Okay, don't forget, sign up for our daily newsletters.
Yeah.
It comes out at 3:00. It's free. When you go to our website, blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, it pops up within the first couple of seconds. And it costs you nothing. Just sign up and get the email. Know what's going on in your community. Todd, you say every day you see it and see something new.
I do. Every time. And what's cool is I'm covering certain stories. When I see the newsletter, I know what everybody else is covering.
That's right. And you can write for us. Send your news at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We love to have more community correspondence, especially in our western counties. All right. This is the time that I get to thank our sponsors.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Yes, Randall Miller Funeral Service. Give a thoughtful final gift to your family. This is the best way to help your family by pre-planning your funeral. That way you get what you want, they get what they want, and they don't have to fight over it. And it could save you money. Call them 334-874-9081. So I had to memorize that because I don't have my glasses on. We love Randall and Betty Miller. They're really great members of the community and supporters of the Black Belt News Network.
Super good people.
And I also have talked several times about how we are a nonprofit. We take donations that are tax deductible, even if it's just $5 a month, $10 a month, every bit helps. And we are going to keep this content free and available to anybody, regardless of income. 91% of you guys read us from your cell phones, mobile phones. Mm-hmm. And that tells me a lot. It means that most of you guys aren't working on a laptop or a desktop, and you still have access to content. That's why we do this video system here, because you may not want to get your news in a print edition or on a website. You may want to hear it and you will listen to this. This is a podcast as well, because I every week publish this as a podcast. You can listen to it while you're in the car and get a 30-minute update on the week for what to expect this next coming week and what happened in the previous week. That's what we're here to do here at the Black Belt News Network. And we love doing it.
Yes. And we want to do more and more. That's why we're asking for people to help us, because we're basically 2. And of course, your dad makes 3.
And Nathan makes 4. Yeah. And then we have all of our community correspondents helping us, but we need more people.
More. So that way we can cover better. And at the very least, if you know of a story or know of a situation that we should be covering, feel free to reach out and let us know about it.
Absolutely.
If you let us know, then we can cover it. If you yourself don't want to do it yourself.
And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. This is where we know we get probably about 25-30% of our traffic comes from Facebook. Yeah. We know that's where you're seeing us, especially if you follow Selma Sun newspaper. And then Black Belt News Network is growing. And our Instagram account is about to merge. So if you follow the Selma Sun on Instagram, you will also be following the Black Belt News Network. We've just got a great following with Selma Sun and want to share the love with our friends throughout the Black Belt. All right. That's all I have this week. How about you?
That's it I got. I just was going to say that I just talked to a guy a little while ago who said, "Oh, Todd Prater. Yeah, I follow y'all on Facebook and read the Black Belt News Network too. So thank you."
Yay.
Mr. Smith. Yeah.
We love it.
So, yeah, that's it. We've got that for today. I enjoyed it. I wish I was sitting there next to you today, but maybe next week.
We had a little meeting snafus today.
Yeah,
so we just had to be apart, but maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
I know. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Y'all have a great, safe weekend.
Another edition of the Black Belt News Network.